Hey everybody, it's LSFT here again. Today we're looking at IIHS results for the two Lexus SUVs. It's really the Lexus NX and the NX Hybrid. Looks like they've earned the highest rating possible in the IIHS scores. So looking at this, we see that they did say that the 2022 NX and the NX Hybrid, which is a plug-in hybrid, which is brand new this year, has earned the highest rating possible from the Institute. So in this video, we're going to have a quick look at how well it did and if there's any differences in comparison to the previous years. Without further ado, let's jump in. So now let's look at the 2022 Lexus NX, the regular, I think this is the 250 and 350 and 350h. So IIHS has actually provided the top safety pick plus rating for this vehicle, which is very good news. So if we look at the breakdown, the small overlap front driver got good rating, the small overlap front passenger got good, moderate overlap front, side original tests, roof strength, and headrests, they all got good ratings, which is excellent. The crash avoidance mitigation, headlights are good. The front crash prevention vehicle-to-vehicle is also good, so I think that's superior. The vehicle-to pedestrian is also superior, and the latch ease of use system is actually good plus. There's the legends for all the ratings. So overall, at a high level, everything is good, great. The new Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0 also shines because it actually did get the superior rating. So let's break down on the details here. So overall, if you look at the small overlap front driver side, everything got good. All injuries and everything ratings got good rating. And then if you look at the small overlap passenger, okay, they used a NX 250 to test. Everything is good except here, which the passenger injury measurement for the lower leg and foot is only got acceptable. And then we look at the driver's side, everything is good. Going down, the moderate overlap front, everything got good for the driver's side. And then the side crash tests also got good ratings for both the driver and the rear passenger. Looking at the roof strength, they used an NX 350 to test this. It got good and good rating. The headrests, restraints, and the seats all got good ratings. So the Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0 pre-collision got superior. What says that is it meets the requirements for the forward collision warning at 12 miles per hour test. It avoided the test, and 25 miles per hour it also avoided it. So now vehicle to pedestrian. So there's a crossing child, 12 miles per hour, it avoided, 25 it avoided. The adult, it also did the same. And the 25, the parallel adult, 25 miles per hour, it avoided it. And in 37 miles per hour, this vehicle avoided a collision. A warning was issued at 2.5 seconds before impact. Well, interesting. So now looking at the headlights, there's actually 3 different variations of the headlights. 250, 350, and 350H with the triple beam headlights. And They're both LED projectors. There's no curve adaptable. High beam assistant, yes, and overall rating is good. So here what we look at is on the curves, the low beam actually arrives about 200 feet on both sides. A little bit over the curve, it's about 250. And then the straight beams on this side, it actually reached about 200 feet. And on the passenger side, you got almost about 400, probably about 390 or 380. With the high beams, it actually went all the way to about 475, I would say. And on the side, it also got about 475, a little bit further over. And the optimal beam illumination is actually almost at 500 feet. On the straightaway visibility, it was good on both sides of the road. On curves, visibility was good in all 4 tests, which is good. The low beams never exceeded clear limits too, which is excellent. And then the high beams, the straightaway visibility is good on the right side of the road and fair on the left side. On curve, visibility is gradual left curve, fair on the left, sharp left, and right, and both right curves. High beam assistant compensates for some limitations of the vehicle's low beams on the straightaway and on the sharp left curve and the sharp right curve. Okay, so it means that we should be turning on our auto lighting system, so that will actually give you the best illumination at nighttime. So the second light, we see that it applies to 250 with the F Sport and the Luxury, 350 with the F Sport and Luxury, and the 350H with the Luxury package. This one seems to have the curve adaptive, being yes, and they're still all LED projectors. So looking at here, the distance at the headlights with 5 lux, the curves do look better. On the left side, it goes further. Actually, it's about the same, but it looks like the low beams are not as strong, but then the high beams actually will go further. And also the low beams, about 200 feet. And on the right side, it's a little bit over 300. But the high beams actually compensate and bring it to about 400-ish feet. So if you look at it, it looks like the ratings are exactly the same as the first lights. Yes, it does look exactly the same. Then we look here, which is the trim level of the 250 350H trim. So this one probably is the non-triple beams. It's LED and it has no curve adaptive. Let's have a look here. Left, right curves are at 200 feet. This one's at 250, and then the low beams, but over 200. And on the right side is 400-ish. But then the high beams compensate and also go over 400 something feet. So if we look at here, what it says, the same. There's no glare limits. And adequate left. High beams do compensate. Okay. And then here the child seat anchors, extra latch position, that actually gets a good plus rating. So it has one additional seat to the lower anchors. Okay. Interesting. So overall it does get a G plus. It's a good plus. So easy to find. Okay, so it's saying that the middle seat could actually be used, but it actually borrows the anchors. from 1 and 3 if you want to tether in the middle seat. So now we're looking at the 2022 NX plug-in hybrid, and I'm actually more interested on this as I do drive the plug-in hybrid. So first thing we'll do is let's look at the overall rating here. So everything is good and superior, and then the latch system is actually good plus. So this is exactly the same as the normal NX ratings. I'm going to fast forward a bit as the ratings for the plug-in hybrid and the normal 250, 350, and 350H is exactly the same. So I didn't want to waste some time here, so I'm just going to show you the differences. Okay, so there's a little bit different here where the headlights has 2 variants and not 3. This is the 450H Plus with the triple beam package, which has the LED projectors, and there's no curve adaptive. High beam is yes, and the overall rating is good. So I'm assuming this is the same one as the triple beam in the regular tests. Yes, it is. So it looks exactly the same. Same comments. The low beams are good. There's no glare. And it does say that the high beam does compensate for the low beams. So auto lighting should be used if you want the best lighting. And then this one is I'm assuming all other trims, which has the curve adaptive and the LED projectors. And the ratings exactly the same as the other one that we've gone through previously. So here then we look at the child seats. It looks exactly the same rating, yep. Okay, so if we look at this, the 450H Plus, there's not that big of a difference when you compare it to the 250, 350, and 350H tests that they've done. The only difference is that there's only 2 different headlights for the plug-in hybrid, and everything is essentially the same rating, and they just reuse the same tests. So it looks like that Toyota had actually conducted the tests for this 2022 in Lexus NX, and that the Institute actually used the results of the tests to create this rating. Don't know if the Institute will do their own testing in the future, but at this point, I'm quite pleased with the results. I hope this video gives you some good insights on the 2022 Lexus NX and the new NX plug-in hybrid, and gives you confidence on your purchase. Again, this has made both vehicles have earned the top safety pick plus from the IIHS. Thank you for watching this video, and this is one of my longer videos. Hopefully you'll click on that subscribe, comment, and click on that alert. It's important to actually get the support from everybody and being able to continue to build these videos for you to enjoy. Have a nice day. Cheers.